What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over the flood bump again, this time trying to make it as consistent as possible. So, people run into a few issues with doing this, the first being that the flood isn't always a reviver. However, there is a way to ensure that he always is. So let's see here. So this time, you can see he's not a reviver. So, how can we make it so that he's always a reviver every time guaranteed? So the first thing we need to do is make sure we're starting the game on the same frame every single time. And there is a fairly easy way to do this. What you need to do is hit restart, and then as soon as you hit yes here, you want to open the menu again. If you've done this right, you should have the option to go to last checkpoint. This is possible on both PC and Xbox. On Xbox, it's a little bit trickier, but it's still possible. When you go to last checkpoint and hit yes, this will start you on the very first frame possible every single time. The next thing we need to do is make sure we're pressing the right inputs to cause the flood to spawn as a reviver. This will differ depending on what platform you're playing on, and also what difficulty you're playing on. If you're on PC and you're on easy, you just need to hold forward.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
If you're on normal, you need to hold forward and jump.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
And if you're on heroic or legendary, you need to hold forward and melee.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
For Xbox, the first thing you'll want to do is go into your settings and change your button layout to be one of the non-universal options. This will allow you to use the D-pad to move. For Xbox, if you're on easy, normal, or heroic, you just need to hold forward.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
And if you're on legendary, you want to hold forward and melee.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
So now that we have a flood that's guaranteed to be a reviver, let's talk about the setup. The setup in this video is even easier than my last video, and I also find it far more reliable. So it starts off exactly the same. We're going to want to run the flood all the way down to the end of the hallway here, right into this corner. He's going to run up against you, just crouch and jump over him. This time, we're going to line up with this line right here. So you can see that there's a gap in the wall there, there's one line there, and this is the second line. So this is what we're using to set up on. So line up with that. Then we want to stand up, and if you're on normal, heroic, or legendary, you want to fire a fully charged plasma pistol burst right into the spot where the infection form is sticking out of the flood. Then once he goes down, we're going to crouch and stand over that same spot, and he should push us through the wall. So again, I'm standing right over where the infection form is, and straight through the wall. I'll show you this again on easy. So I'm back again, this time on easy, and I have our flood here. So let's lure him down to the end of the hallway. Crouch, jump over him, line up with this line, stand up, and this time you only want to fire a single shot or 2 single shots into him to knock him down. And it's the same thing from there. So he went down 1 shot, crouch, move right up against the wall, stand over the infection form spot, and we're through. And getting through the wall is as simple as that. So now that I've shown you all of the individual pieces of the trick, I want to put together a complete example that might clear up any questions you might have. So the first thing we want to do, restart, bring up the menu again so that we have access to last checkpoint. Now, right before you click yes is when you want to start holding whatever the required inputs are to get the reviver to spawn. So I'm on normal on PC, so in my case it's going to be forward and space. I want to hold those down, and I don't want to press anything else until I see the grunt spawn. So I'm going to hit yes, and I'm only pressing the required inputs until I see the grunt.
Captain?
So there's the grunt.
I've lost it.
Managed to take him out, but if you didn't, you can just shoot at the flood to lure him to you. As long as you back him into this room where the doors close, then he won't follow the grunt anymore. And we want to lure him all the way to the back. Crouch, jump over him, line up with this line. Fire a fully charged plasma pistol burst into the spot where the infection form is sticking out. And we want to crouch, move over the infection form spot and up against this wall. And we're through. And that should work just about every time you do it. So with all of this put together, you can clear this mission with an in-game time of under 2 minutes. And I'm just going to do a run here on Legendary and we'll see what sort of time I get.
Captain? Captain? I've lost it.
So I managed to kill the grunt. He's through those doors, so we don't have to worry about him running off. Crouch and jump over him. Line up. Knock him down. Get in position. And we're through. I'm going to go in this room a little bit. This triggers the rest of the mission to spawn. This guy in the back. Throw plasma there. We did not get the shotgun flood here, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to use grenades to blow all of those guys up. And sit on the ramp and wait for the cutscene. Alright, now we want to use a plasma to distract all the enemies and kind of trap the ones in at the back. Use that crate that's tipped over there for cover as you run down. Run through these guys. Hope the flood doesn't pay too much attention to us. If you crouch just before you land there, then you won't take any fall damage. It is possible to survive without crouching though, as long as you have enough health and or shields. And then we just wait for this guy to hop out of his Banshee. And that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Grab one of the escort
Fly wherever you
banshees
want from here.
return to the Pillar of Autumn.
and a pretty solid time of 1 minute and 58 seconds. So anyway, that's all for this video. I hope it helped, and I will see you guys in another video.